Boom, boom, boom. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to August 26th edition of Morning Mindset. I'm your host, Todd. How are you doing today on this hot and steamy day? We've got like excessive heat warnings, excessive heat watches. It is trash out there right now. I guess here's what I need from you: who you are, where you're from, what's in your cup, and what the weather is like in your area. We'll jump right into the weather. It feels like it's 85 degrees outside already, and it's 8:30 in the morning. We are in the Midwest, and we should have known this is coming because kids start back to school. So we get that. I don't know if it's even appropriate to say anymore. So maybe I'm going to get canceled for this, but definitely Indian summer. That's we used to have an Indian summer festival here, and it was always Labor Day weekend, and it seemed like it's hot, which that is this coming weekend. We are in the last week of August, and it is Labor Day weekend coming up. So make sure to plan for that. It means next week, next Monday, nothing shipping out. Things are closed, nothing there. Hey, just make sure to tell your customers. I'm going to make sure to post something every day so people remember that Monday is a holiday and we will be closed. So we've got that rocking for us. It is Mr. Mom Week, which, Corey is, I think they'll be boarding. I think they board at like noon. Some like between 11 and 12, somewhere around there, which would be like between 10 and 11 for us. So they board the Sparkle Expo cruise, presented by the Crystal Ninja. We were a sponsor of it. We made some sweet lanyards. We did some UV DTF wraps. What else? We did a quite little thing for a presentation for it. So that'll be fun for her to do. Hopefully she takes lots of pictures for that. They're out today and they'll be back on Friday. So Mr. Mom's in effect. Yesterday was hot. Baseball was hot. It was just hot and gross. Everything went without a hitch last night. And besides me and my own internal struggles with life and sleep and this stupid tinnitus, everything went off well. This morning, everything so far so good. We do have batting tonight, so that throws and wrench. Okay, what are we doing? What here? Make sure stuff's taken care of. Trying to figure out dinner. And we said, hey, we should just pick something up for dinner tonight. So by the time we get done with batting in there and get back home, it won't be till after 5:30. And start something won't be there. So maybe we should pick something up. So I think they're trying to talk me into that. Tomorrow is kind of the big stressor day for the kids because it is pitcher day. And I told Hetty, I say, hey, I can Google up some French braid and I will French braid my heart out to French braid your hair, do something. And so she's worried about that. Her friend's mom, who is a hairstylist, says, if you want to bring her over in the morning, I can curl her hair and do her hair. So I don't know. It might be one of those where we figure it out. We'll figure it out tonight. So that's the stressor for the kids. We just got the rest of the week. We've got a busy week in front of us because it being a holiday. And my 5 things, I'm just getting to it. The other thing I need out of you is your 5 things. What are 5 things that you are going to accomplish today? So I've got a long list and things that I know need to get done today. DTF and UV DTF. A lot of orders that came in over the weekend. Thank you for those. That helps keeps the lights and mics on. So we really do appreciate that. I've got artwork to work on. I've got supplies that need to be ordered. I've got quotes that need to go out and glitter HTV transfers that need to be cut. Those are probably the big 5 things. We also have a mentorship call that's starting in just a little over an hour. If you're interested in joining us for that, hey, guess what? You can do that by just clicking down here at patreon.com/fatdadmc. So that we've got that call today. So overall, rocking day. What is in my cup, you ask? Because I said that. Well, Mom's gone. Mom can't stop me. I'm drinking. I mean, I'm not drinking, but I did maybe just, I might have dipped in her stash. Ooh, the Witch's Brew Alania is probably the best damn Alani, that's what it is, Alani that there is. It is caramel apple. It is amazing. It is Corey's. She's not here. So maybe I had to borrow one. It's awesome. So that's what we got. Witch's Brew right there. Witch's Brew Alani. If you have not tried it, I would highly recommend you get out there and try that. So today's topic of discussion is we're going to talk failure. We had some failure stuff, and I need to kind of address some things on that because I'm a failure. I know it. I don't have to be told twice on it. I fail on things on a daily basis, and it's not always sunshine and rainbows, but you do have to accept failure, and so we're going to talk about that. So I keep going to the so and the so buts. Tim, good morning to you, my friend, from Toledo, Ohio. Busy day, but it's 82 out. Pink Monster drink. I know, man. This heat it's crazy. What's it in the garage, though? How's that AC unit? Beth, good morning to you. It's going to be another hot one here in Nebraska. Lots of ice water in the cup. Yeah, it is going to be. Wow, what's it getting up to you? I don't even know what it's going to get up to for us. I just know it's already trash. It's supposed to be like that all week, I believe. I think it's going to be hotter here than in the Bahamas, where the cruise is going. Barb, good morning to you. North Central Minnesota, 76, muggy. Rain later. Water in the bottle. 5 things. Move shipping boxes. Spiritware designs. Digitized logo. Cut sign vinyl. Set up embroidery job. Love it, love it, love it. Barb says good morning to Tim and Beth. Morning, Barb, from Beth. Jenny, good morning to you from Northern Indiana, 78 and rising. Yeah, it is. Got water in the cup. Renee, good morning from greetings from hot and gross Chicagoland. It is trash out there. Currently feels like 83 on the way to 104. Trash, trash, trash. Water in a bottle, coffee brewing. Morning, Tim, Beth, Barb, Jenny, and Todd. Maybe that's what I need, is some coffee today. I don't know. Well, how do you make a good iced coffee? Like, I haven't really went into this, like, down that path of it. I mean, is it just like I'm just pouring hot coffee over ice? Am I pouring hot coffee in a thing and letting it cool down and then put there? Somebody explain iced coffee to me. My brain's not working that well. Jeff, morning to you, 76, and you guessed it's going to be a hot one here as well. Yeah, man, it's just rocking, right? Diet Coke in my cup, 5 things. Print, 2D print, pack, laser some ornaments, finish pen stand for laser. Love it, love it, love it. Barb says hi, and Jenny, Renee, and Jeff. In Tim's 5 things and more. Get all my Chipley stores finished and open, or at least ready to open when they're ready. Haircut at noon, wash car, pack for trip, load car to leave in the AM. Lots more. Yeah, that's right, because you're headed, I don't even remember where you're headed. You're headed somewhere like 8 hours away, right? It's for a tint, something to do with tint. That sounds right. You'll tell me if I'm wrong. Morning, Bart, from Jeff. And Jeff says, my ears have been ringing for 15 plus years. Good times. Jeff, does it come and go for you? Like, is it like sometimes unnoticeable and other times super noticeable? That's how mine is. Mine is becoming super noticeable lately. And it's when it's been really hitting at night. Like, sucks at night, like bedtime night, just not playing well. And sometimes it'll just come out of there. So it's not 100% all the time. But when it comes on, it is just not good. Oh, look at that. Good morning, Rena. It's nice 62 this morning. Just finished my walk before the temps get up to 90 today. It's already damn near 90 here in the Midwest. Coffee is brewing, working on my list for the week. Very nice, Rena. Good morning. Hi, Jeff and Rena from Renee. Morning, Renee, back from Jeff. Tim says, there's a problem with the AC. My dad was out here yesterday. We had to charge it again. So if it does again, take all the refrigerant and we'll try to put it back in. Might be leaking. Just go put soap bubbles on all the fittings and see if any of them are leaking. That's the easy way from there. And then, he knows AC. You're going to throw some dye in it and see where it's leaking. Hopefully, it's just at a line set and it's not at, in the coil or anything. That's what we're processing for. And this goes to our iced coffee. Mark does 5-gallon batches of cold brew for him. 5 gallons at a time? Holy crap. Where do you store like 5 gallons? I'm thinking like a 5-gallon bucket. I need more information on it. I have cold brew, French press. I do for my decaf. There seems like a lot going on. George, good morning to you, my friend. How's everything going at the new place? You open, you rock solid there. Kelly, Lebanon, Missouri, 77, water in the cup, 5 things. Social media posts, go through emails, place orders, paperwork, press some shirts. Love it. Sounds like a great day there. And Jeff said, yes, mainly if there are other noises I don't hear. Laying in bed when it's quiet. I don't know how my wife don't. I'm right there with you, Jeff. That's how it was for me last night. It was, and that's how it has been for me, where I just haven't been like throughout the day, and I'll hear it there. Like, so I usually have music going. I have something going in the background. I'm talking. I get it to keep my mind occupied. But it seems like the minute that it's quiet is the minute that it gets loud in my head, and it's not good. I don't even know how the hell people how you deal with it, because there's nothing you can do, right? That's just it. Tim's got for tint competition. So is that something that you are in? I don't think we discussed that. Are you in the tint competition, watching the tint competition, judging the tint competition? Those are things that people want to know. Jeff, they say have to help use some white noise to help drown out the ring like a fan. I got a fan, but fan like anymore, like this is, I guess this is crazy because anymore, like fans don't make a whole lot of noise, right? It's not like the old days. It's like a fan. It just, I got a ceiling fan on. It does do it. I don't know. I figure out a way to deal with it. Jerry, tea in the cup, 78 degrees in mid-Ohio. Morning all. Morning to you, Jerry. Yes, he freezes it in Ziploc bags and what? You need to get him like some of those rum runner pouches, that you may or may not have ever used to sneak liquor into a place, because then you just freeze it in that, and then you can put straw in it like an adult Capri Sun. Jerry says, Jeff, there are a lot of free apps with white noise. I use Headspace. Actually, whoa. Jerry pays for an app, so it's a damn good app if Jerry pays for the app. Okay, so I had some things come up, over the last, I don't know, couple weeks, and yesterday I kind of talked to somebody, and they said they felt like a failure. They said that things just don't seem to be going the way they planned. They're getting the runaround on some jobs. They're getting, they're doing everything to a T on what the customers are asking for, and they're still getting rejections on it. And some of it, I'm like, are you really, what did they send you? What is this? And I'm like, damn, that is pretty spot on. And to get that kind of comment. So I understand it. I get it. I think we all deal with that at one time or another, feeling like a failure. Everything around you just seems to happen all at once. Something happens in the business life, something happens in the personal life, and then it just kind of carries over, and you try not to let it, but it does. And it's a difficult thing to deal with. When you don't believe in yourself and you start second guessing things you do, it's a scary place to be. A lot of bad things can happen from that. When you lose that self-worth in yourself, in your business, when you don't think you do good work, when you don't think you're there for somebody, when you don't think that you're providing the level of service that you need to, it just sucks. Like it really, really does. And we're going to go, I've got, kind of like my 5 stages of dealing with failure. May work for some, may work for nobody, but it works for me sometimes. And a lot of it is just getting out of my own goddamn head. A lot of my issues are not big issues by any means, but I seem to make them way bigger than what they are. Or on the flip side, an issue that is really big and pronounced, I ignore it, that it's not there. And so when it does come time, to actually deal with the failure and deal with the issues, the first thing I do is accept responsibility for it. Like, I gotta acknowledge my role in that failure. What did I do? If I did the job the way that it was required to do, was it a mistake? Was it, a miscommunication? Was it, what was the issue with it? Because once I acknowledged that there was a failure and that I had a role in the failure, did I not ask the right questions? Did I not notice? Did I just gloss over it? Did I not pay attention to the details? What caused the failure? What was the big hang up on it? Once we can identify what that is, whether it's the miscommunication, maybe I didn't ask the right questions. It could be a slew of things, because it's not every time it's going to be this. Every failure presents its new learning opportunity. And that learning opportunity is to not make that mistake again in the future. So, if it was something where the customer wanted this, but, nope, this didn't work. Well, okay, what was it? Did I not ask the right questions? Did I not, hey, the colors and the sizing and, mock-ups, what was it? And how can I prevent that one from happening again? So we've got that. We've accepted the responsibility of it. We know what caused the failure, and so we can hopefully not have that happen again. The next thing is, we got to acknowledge our feelings on it. Like, listen, you're going to be sad. You're going to be upset. You're going to be hurt. You're going to be disappointed. You're going to be angry. You're going to be a lot of things after a failure. And it sucks, but it's okay. It's okay to feel that way. There's your feelings. Nobody can tell you your feelings are wrong. Nobody can put you down for your feelings. So, you just need that those emotions that you felt are connected, to they're connected to the failure. They're not connected to you. They don't represent you. They're happening because of the failure. So allow yourself that time to just feel them, to get in your feels, but don't dwell on it. Like, you can sit here and take time and be shitty and be pissy and be whatever and be cryy and whiny and upsetty and all those other ones, but don't let it, dictate your day. Don't let it take over everything that you're doing. Don't let it consume your life and your business. Acknowledge your feelings. Okay. And now we've got to move on to the next step. We got to learn from it. Learning from it so we don't make those same mistakes again. We got to, accept the fact that maybe that path wasn't the way that it needed to be, right? How can we prevent this in the future? Was a system bad? Was a process bad? Was an email chain bad? Were the questions bad? Or artwork bad? What was it? Because we accepted the responsibility from it, and now we've got past our feelings of it, and we're looking at it from an objectional point of place. It is now time to learn from it. And so that's what you do, is you learn from it. Learn from those mistakes. Learn from those failures, so you can try your hardest to not have them happen again. And it's tough to do on your own. It's tough when you keep everything inside of you. It's tough when everything's in your head. And that brings us to the next one, where get support, man. Hey, find people to talk to. Like, on the business side of it, very few of my social circle of friends, like people I see, like you guys, I see, like this. And I see some of you throughout the year at trade shows. I see a lot of you, at our mentorship community, and we talk daily. But that's the thing, is I have that group of people there to discuss the issues that we have with business. Because my other friends, if I tell them, hey, about an artwork issue, they have no clue what I'm talking about. Absolutely none. So it's difficult to try and express your feelings and express your frustrations with people that don't understand them. Find yourself a group of people. That's one of the good things I love about our mentorship community, is we've talked so many different things over there, business and personal, that it's amazing. That people are able to open up, that that we've created this safe space for them to do that with no judgment at all. And we've talked, all kinds of things in there. And that's what you need, is you need a good support staff behind you. Without that support staff, it is tough. It's tough to try and manage it all on your own. So you get that support, whether it's colleagues or family members, or you have to seek professional help. Sometimes that's what you need to as well. Being able to help, validate your feelings, that's getting that feedback is, yes, I've been there before. Maybe they've had that exact same situation, and this is what they did to get through it. So you're able to open up and share your experience, and then in turn they do the same thing. So they're able to help you move on from that, learn from it, and grow from it. So get that support. That's a big part of it. Have that group where you don't have to worry about holding anything in, not saying anything. And I'm really, really bad about that. Like on a personal level, I'm not a sherry feelings type of guy. I dread it. I don't want to. I may put on this, like fun loving. Here we are. We're gonna, we're here for everything. But inside, man, sometimes I'm an emotional wreck, and never want to put that burden on somebody else. I always feel like I have control over it. I 100% know I don't. And I have a select few people that I talk to without any worry. And you need that. You need to be able to have that in your life. Like I said, whether that's a colleague, a friend, a family member, a professional person. You need that. You need to be able to have that to it, because that'll definitely help you out. Even just talking it out and saying it, helps out a lot of things on it. And then finally, the last part of all this, and probably the biggest part of it, is don't take it personally, right? I've said this for years. It started back in the bar business because of how things worked. I said I could give somebody, everybody that walked through that door, $100 bill, and somebody would bitch that it wasn't $200, because that's just the way it works. Nothing is going to be perfect. There's always going to be issues, and you just gotta not take it personally. And I've gotten browbeat up before. I've taken a lot of stuff personally, and now I just cut you off. It don't work with you anymore. If it's a business thing and it makes me feel uneasy or uncomfortable and puts me in a bad place, why do I want to work with that customer? If there's a job that we're finishing, okay, hey, that's the last time we're working with you. I'm just not there for that. I've got too many really good customers that really want to be a part of our business, and we really want to be a part of their business. We're partners in it. I don't need the person that's constantly belittling me, that's constantly saying this is wrong, that's wrong. In reality, 95% of those things are their issues with their artwork or their process that they're using. And because things happen, nobody's perfect. So I don't take it personally. Hey, we've had, like, right now, UV DTF, we've ran into some issues with it. The biggest issue is as you're printing on clear and then you're covering it with a white backing. Guess what? If your stuff has white, you don't see it on there. You can't see it because of how it is until you were to actually peel it off. So sometimes it gets out of alignment. It's just welcome the world of DTF printing, with a multi-head. Sometimes things just get out of alignment. And it's really, really hard to notice on a UV DTF print, especially something that just might be like 1 point off left or right. And you don't know it until you peel it off, and then that's when you see it. But guess what we do? We fix it and we ship you out a reprinted one. It's good to go. Like, things just happen. But when somebody, that's not a good enough solution for them, well, they think that, hey, you should refund me and you should reprint this and reship it. Nah, dog. I'm just refunding you, and that's it. Find somebody else, because people make mistakes. Well, nobody's perfect. We all screw things up. And so that's where I just learned, hey, I'm just accepting it. I go through it. I'm accepting it. I'm acknowledging my feelings. I'm learning from it. I got the support, and then I'm not taking it personally. I'm not. Things happen. They're not always going to work. But that the biggest thing is, for me, is I don't want to feel judged on things, and failure can do that. We've had multiple storefronts. We've had partners. We've had multiple storefronts that we grew from those, moved in it. We went into a partnership with one that, shortly after that partnership, it failed because the partner didn't want to do any work with it. And that was the whole reason of moving into that building, because they had an idea and we said we'd help facilitate it. They didn't. So we were stuck, with a way bigger store than what we needed to. And we ate that shit with a spoon for a year, and then, moved back into our little location. And then I said, never, I'd never put myself in that position again. And I did. And that one failed. And I took it personally, and I still do on a lot of things, but things happen. And I'm as real as I can be with you guys. I give you as much information as I can, and we've had some really, really good times, and we've had some really, really bad times, and you guys have been there through it all. You've seen the ups and downs of it, the stresses, the ins, the outs. A lot of us went through, COVID together, pre-COVID, how we worked in shows, how we worked together, and then post-COVID, how that changed the landscape of everything. A lot of us aren't the same business that we were 4 or 5 years ago. A lot of us weren't in business 4 or 5 years ago. COVID was the one that, picked it up and turned it your part-time gig into your main time hustle and gave you that drive to do it. There's so much more opportunity that's out there that you can take advantage of, but you just got to do it. And um, I always want to be real to myself, but I never want to give up too much information, because I suck at that. Like, I have learned, especially in the last like 48 hours, I'd say, I've noticed that I am a lot more anxious about things. Like, just even thinking about it when we were, Corey gets back from her trip, and then Printing United is out in Vegas, and I thought about going out there for that, because flights and hotel is actually really reasonable. Biggest issue is I wouldn't get back to the 13th, and we turn around and leave on the 13th to go to Joplin. These thing was just traveling by myself now. Like, it gave me anxiety to even think about it, to like just go do it on my own. Like, I know I can do this, but it freaked me out. Like this week, it freaked me out. What if something happens? And I've got a support system here, but Corey's going to be on the boat in the middle of the ocean. What if something happens? What do I do? It could not have anything to do with me. Something could have happened to the kid at school, but then I feel it happened because I was here and I didn't do something. So I'm noticing myself getting more anxious. I notice myself in crowds being just not where I used to be. I loved being in crowds. I loved being there, and I loved having a lot of fun. And now I don't know. I don't know if it's just getting to me. I don't know if people are getting to me as I get older. I don't know. But I do know that I'm feeling a different way than I did in previous years. And it scares me to think about that. It scares me to think about doing things without anybody. These solo trips that I see people go on, I get like this. I can't talk, and I don't know. So I think I just need to go over my fear and go to Vegas and just do it, and just get back on that horse. But it scares the hell out of me. So I'm just rambling this morning. I got that. So anyway, failure. Those are how I deal with it. Love to hear your things on it. Yeah, that's what I got. Let me go back and check this, because I did have a good ramble today. So let's see. But where was I? This is back to Tim going to Tinners. He's not in it. The t-shirt company is basically a sponsor for the Facebook group, and we'll be there giving away a bunch of things and hang out and learning, hopefully, and mainly to get away. And that's what we all need. We all need time to get away. That's like this weekend, with the Sparkle Expo. It's on a cruise ship. They're going to be doing sparkly things on a cruise ship. So it's a work and pleasure thing. We sponsored part of it and made some things for it. And so it was, it's a work business thing. And Jerry says it's a good app and helps with meditation too. Like, I can sit with that. I can't meditate because of my stuff. My head just won't clear up. To be honest, Jerry, I've had it so long, I'm used to it. It doesn't keep me up anymore, thankfully. Mine really just started getting bad in probably the last 6 months to a year, Jeff, where I really noticed it like on a consistent basis. And so that's what I'm just trying to figure out ways to overcome it. Tim said the Better Business Bureau just called and said they're listing for free, I guess. You remember me talking about it? I told them I didn't want to pay. So I'm in there. Yeah, that's what what are we paying for? What are we getting out of this? Jeff said 100% agree. I have a few friends I can show something I created, and they get the struggle to get it done. Right? Like, that's just in that on 3D printing, Jeff. There's like so much math and design that goes into creating. I don't even think I have your thing up here. I have it up there. But like, one of the things that you do, there's so much math and in the prototypes and things that you have to do to get it right, that when they see it, they're like, oh, it's just a piece of plastic. It does. It, like, you're so pumped up for this, and then it only to get shit on because it doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal to them. So, right, I'm there. Jerry said, totally agree, Todd. Valuable information for sure. Had a family situation over the weekend. Tried to give this info. Wish you'd been there. You're saying it much better. Sometimes I have a good way with words, Jerry. Sometimes. But I just go, man. Jerry, Tim, that's fantastic. What a win. Yeah, it is. Got my first larger hat order. So tickled until my embroidery machine timing belt broke on Friday night. Ooh, that's 1 to 5 today list. No idea who can fix it. Working on that and the parts. Ooh, that's a thing. Jeff said COVID killed my old job, which created my new job. A lot, and that happened to a lot of people. A lot of people. I remember the first time like really going out after COVID and seeing, because I'm working from home, so I don't, and I think that's the biggest thing for me. The introvert. I work from home. I don't see. This is my communication with people. I don't see people. I don't go places. I don't do anything. I'm perfectly fine with being at home. I spend thousands of dollars a month to pay for a house to enjoy it. I don't need to go places. I can find sitting on my couch doing nothing. It makes me comfortable. And some people don't understand that. And I'll go out, but I don't need to go out like I did when I was in my 20s. I don't need to do that. But the first time going out and seeing everybody in masks and things at the store freaked me out. I'm like, I just can't handle this. And that's when I started to realize maybe I have an issue with crowds and that. But going to places like, ISS Long Beach, going to trade shows and that, no problem at all. I can be with that and have a good time with it. But I will get in those tight spaces with those people that don't smell the greatest, or are very loud, or are talking on their speakerphones, and it's just like, that's it for me. I'm like, time to go. I just need to get out of here and walk away. And so it's like there's not a hard line of, well, I can't do this. I'm in my comfort zone. I can when I have a couple drinks in me. Yeah, it just breaks down that wall. And so I'm getting better. I'm hopefully getting better at it, but I know it'll be there. That's because you don't stay at that hotel from Printing United. You just stay at another shitty hotel. Stay at a shitty hotel and travel over there. That's what I looked at. I'm like, oh, I can stay here because I think all in I'd be in there to Vegas and back for under $1,000. And so I'm like, oh, that's not too bad. I can go out there. But what do I really need to go out there for? Just to hobnob with some people. I going out there by myself. I don't know, going out there with somebody else that was in the industry, then that makes it. And if we can split a hotel room and that stuff, then that always helps. But there are some pieces of equipment that I want to see. And some of those I can already go see. It's just go see them at a trade show in Vegas. We're going to do Vegas in February. That's the plan. Vegas in February. The plan is California in January, Long Beach, California. I think everything is booked already. And then Vegas. That's what we're going to do. That's ticket. Beth says, I think the older we get, the more anxiety we have. At least that's the case with me. I 100% agree with that. I don't think I had the anxiety I had before. Like, where the hell were we this weekend? I was somewhere and I don't even remember. And I looked up at something and it gave me anxiety. Oh, we were at the school, right? We were at the school because we got instrument day tomorrow, parent meeting or whatever. But we were on the stage and, there was, how typical stage works. There's levels and stuff. And just looking up at like that top level, like just made me feel like I wanted to throw up in that. And as a kid, heights didn't bother me. But as I've gotten older, just looking, it's like they freaked me out. Like, well, where the hell did that come from? So, yeah, it just, I am noticing things that, that's right. That's right. That's the way to do it, Renee. Just get sweet. We all just do it. I agree. That was Vegas. Cocktails definitely help with that. Renee, have a great day. Wait until you see the prices. Freaking crazy. We just need to gamble more, right? Jerry, embroidery parts. Where do you get embroidery parts? Who services your machines? That's a great question to ask. I don't know. I was a football coach. Everyone smelled. Everyone was loud. Yeah, see? I don't need that. And there's Corey getting ready for the Crystal Cruise heading out. I think, like I said, she boards in like 2 or 3 hours on the ship and then all day before it ships out. The little APA show. It's going to be at the Horseshoe this year, right? So at the Horseshoe should be considerably, and it wasn't, when it was at Paris, I don't think the rooms were bad on it, but Corey's never been to Vegas. The timing of the show works really good with flights out of our airport for Allegiant. So flights are like under $200 for round trip. So we can bang that out, and then room rates not shabby at all. So for two of us, under $1,000 for some Vegas time. And like I said, Corey's never been to Vegas. I've been a few times. I've done the Strip a few times. But when we did APA, I told her, I said we left to go get something to eat, or we left property to go get something to eat. I said that was it. We didn't stayed at property the whole time. There was everything there. So I don't know how Horseshoe will play out. So we'll see. And hi, Corey from Jerry. Jerry, what machine? Hi, Corey. Yeah, Jerry, what machine? You got a ZKS? Is that what you have? 11:30 we take off, so that would be 10:30 my time, so an hour and a half. The Baruden Elite. Is that a? Hey Siri, who sells Baruden Elite embroidery parts? Let's see. Baruden USA, Tajima. Look at that. Websites. Ask Siri right there. So many parts. SCWMANYPARTS. So many parts. So there. So many parts. Go that way. Try that one, Jerry. That's what I got for you. Hi, Corey. Have fun. Yeah, she should be taking. That's right. She should be taking lots of pictures, right? Pictures. Oh, I just thought of this, Corey. Do I need to have a video today for presentation, or are you just going to wing it? I just thought about that, because if I need to do that, go through what you have here, record that, and then give it there for you. You're welcome, Jerry. And it's even smaller for 2025. Still was a good show. And that was my thing, is it was a small show, but yeah, the networking and education I thought was amazing for that show. And for me, not being in the award side of things, super informational, because I didn't realize how much was available for it and the things that you could do. And so I learned a lot, and we'll do it. Same to you, George. Have a great day, my friend. All right. With that, like I said, we've got our mentorship call that starts here in 21 minutes. You can sign up for more. So for more conversations like this, more things that just need to be said to be said. I got demons in battling. That's all I can say out there. I've got internal struggles that I'm dealing with. There's a lot of things that's in here that hurts here and doesn't let these work the way they should. So I need to clear this out to make this better, so these can get back to being magical. And I'm doing my best to get through it. But it's tough. It's tough when things aren't in your control either. When an outside force causes an issue that you didn't know that there was an issue there, or you ignored the issue that was there, and you're trying your best to handle the failures, to handle the successes, to handle the business, to handle the family, to handle everything. Be a lot of weight on somebody's shoulders, and a lot of mine is I stay nose down and blinders on. Oh, and let's add this to it. I got hacked today on a card, so I get to deal with that because I just seen something else come through. Awesome. So I've got 20 minutes to deal with that. All right, you guys have an amazing day. We do this every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We'll be back here Wednesday, just a few short days, for another Morning Mindset, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Make sure to like and subscribe, because, hey, without you guys, there is no show, and I cannot find the button. And there it is. So peace, love, press on. We will see you guys next time.